Right. Replay analysis. Let's go. 2v2. Josh. This is specifically for Josh in space, but well, I'm sure you won't play perfect as well. Even though it is mainly for your friend, so we'll pay the most attention to him. Comment was that he felt like he wasn't on offense enough, so that's something we'll be paying extra attention to. So let's just start. Yeah, so right here, there's a play going on, and you just park your car in the goal and pull yourself completely out of anything and let Will do all the work. So what you want to do is at least be driving somewhere slowly, even if you rotate far post and then slowly drive across the goal plate to see what's going to happen with this 50. But now, because if you do that, um, if you drive from, you took this line back, if you then drive like this, very slowly, you're still going to be able to gain more pace if the ball gets past the whale along the sidewall and in front of the goal. So if you just rotate far post, you can you you can gain pace faster than just by sitting in goal. And you have a better angle by coming out as well. Because now you're probably going to power slide if it gets past him and be real awkward because you don't know how it's going to bounce on the wall. So you're going to wait even longer until the outlaw at some point comes in and then he outspeeds you as well. I don't know why he didn't challenge here. So here, bounces off the wall, and while he is at it, you just decide that he probably won't hit it or something. Just challenge that, get a 50-50 going. Um, because now Will's in a really awkward position where, I mean, like, it's not really awkward because Will's champ 3, I think. So he will be able to save that, but if they would be better and they put a banging shot on target, even Will's not going to be able to save that. So you just need to challenge that. Or if they hit it off the backboard, like, that's really awkward. I do like that you rotate behind him, Josh. Um, but it's all like a very, you can have it tighter. You can rotate behind him, um, faster because he just hit it off the wall. You could go into the open space as well. You probably won't hit it, but I'm in this exact same situation where I'm like a decently high ranked, and my mate is like quite a low rank. And the most important thing to do with each other is just have fun with it. Um, Will, for you, it's important to not get tilted at Josh because that won't be fun. And um, yeah, just have fun with it and go for some passing plays and stuff like that. Even though Josh most of the time will ruin it. I mean, not ruin it, but won't hit it. But that's fine because if you do the passing play from here, let's say Josh would have moved up, right? You could just rotate back and be that anchor again. So in this case, since you are the higher ranked Will, no, since Will's the higher ranked, Josh should just have complete trust in you hitting every ball, even though that's hard for Josh to do, because I assume when he solo queues, that you pretty much can't trust anyone. So just have full trust in Will and call out what you're gonna do Will as well. And this is a goal. Okay. Right, and here you sit back in goal, Josh. Again, same thing again with the trust. Just trust him that he won't have that bad of a kickoff that it goes into the goal, and even if it does, it's gonna pinch in a way or something that you're probably not gonna be able to stop it anyway. So either cheat up or go and get some boost. And now you cheat up. So when the kickoff was happening, you all of a sudden cheat up, putting yourself out of play for something that you know, you'd never be able to get, because actually Outlaw doesn't cheat up either. But yeah, you don't want to delayed cheat up, because if they do cheat up normally, so in this case, you know, I guess you got lucky that he didn't cheat up and just also stayed in net. Um, but you never want to half-ass something, so either cheat up or go for the corner. Don't just sit in goal, because you know, with the champ 3, it shouldn't happen that he kickoffs it into goal. Good waiting for the bounce. It's a good recognition that you have the space. Some people will be trying to jump for it at the bounce and completely miss it because they can't read it. Good rotation by Will as well. You see here, this is what I'm talking about, right? He rotates over. Oh god. Right. Look, if Josh passes the ball there, Jester has it, and if Will just went like that into the corner, he would have been miles out of the play. But because he picked up these little boost pads, he's still even able to go over this one. I don't know whether the ball's in the correct angle to do that. But you know, he picks up a few boost pads, and that's enough for him to get to this ball. So be in a good position. That's nice. Yeah, and he picks up the big boost pad as well. Yeah, this ball for now, like in these ranks, yes, it's still very much fine. But in any other higher twos match, this would probably be a giveaway, since you pop it up like quite far forward and quite high, and you follow it up not immediately. So it'd probably be a giveaway, or at least like a 50-50 in the air. That's a good save by Outlaw. And that is where you do the thing wrong that I was talking about in the corner. You go for it way too early there, um, just causing complete miss on the ball. And even if you do hit this, right, it's yeah, it's just not going to be a good connection. So yes, focus on hitting the ball. That is the most important thing. But if you have this amount of time, focus on making a good connection, because it's not always that you get a perfect amount of time to do whatever you want. So let's say you bang this into the corner, right? You know, Will's gonna pick up a few boost pads, so you would have hit it like 1 second ago. Bang it into the corner, you rotate back to get that mid boost and be on defense. Will can rotate in for that and go for the shot. Nice outspeed, even going for the big boost. Yeah, what the opponent does wrong as well is just sitting in net. If Jester moved up just a little bit upfield, they would have been able to beat Will on the sidewall, or get an earlier challenge in even. Right, let's have a look. I'm sorry. So you see here, Will just went all the way into that corner. Let's even see how that ended up happening. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that's fair enough that Will went off into the corner there. He tried to get a shot or a pass, which then failed. You go in way too aggressively, right? Because here, that guy's beating you by 25 miles minimum, and still you are boosting towards it. What you should do is turn around and not even challenge. You just want to, you know, drive along, or even drive along here. I don't know exactly where this ball's gonna go. Drive along. So you give Will to get this boost and rotate fast as back as possible as well. So he might be behind you, or yeah, yeah. So he's gonna be behind you. So you can throw in a fake challenge or something like that. Um, so just be more space given to your teammates. So play in a way that um, you give your teammates time and space to come back, instead of boosting in here and then missing the ball there as well. So you go in here, and then you rotate at the last possible second when he already hit it, and then you still do not challenge this at all. So you see it's going to him, and you just completely miss it, and they get a goal. So make sure to give your teammate space and time on defense. And again, you go into the goal and then cheat up late. Right, so since he didn't cheat up either, right, we can have a situation where, let's say you cheated up. You had some momentum going into this, right? You would have been able to beat him to this ball. Because normally on cheat up, you'd be about here right now, and yeah, you'd have pace going, and that guy just turned. So you're gonna flick forward once more, and that's a bit of a bad line. So it should be more like that. It's gonna bounce on the wall. Will's probably gonna take this though, but most of the time the guy that chases takes the ball, and then Will can go rotate mid. In this situation, it's a little bit different. So that's why this replay review is a bit odd, because you two are not the same rank. So it's harder to look at in a way that um, in Will's rank there should be things that you should be doing, and in your rank there should be things that Will shouldn't be doing. Like he's probably gonna ball chase a bit more because he outranks the lobby by quite a considerable margin. Um, yeah, he gets a hit. So since Will's going back, I don't know. I don't know whether he called it. But you can challenge this at the bounce. So here, just turn immediately again. Will takes care of it on the back wall though. But normally, yeah, and then this is what Will was talking about. You drive up quite late. So here, since Will got a good recovery, that's already when you want to start moving up a little bit. And then you see that guy is there, so maybe a 50-50 is coming. So you don't want to move up too far. You still want to stay like within the 5 meter line, but you can already get some pace going into your car. So if that 50 goes well, you can flip forward immediately and be involved in the play. And he misses that, and that if you flipped forward, you could have raced him to this ball. You probably would have gotten beaten, but you could have put pressure on, have him hit it into the corner, and then Will could probably take care of that. Yeah, so these kind of passes, from the backboard, just make sure that you hit them far out into mid or like high on top of the goal, because Will be able to beat them in the air pretty much any time of the day. And then they can't clear it, so he can actually go for it safely. Because if he can't go if it's even a 50-50, that's already too risky. Because that's 50% chance of getting a goal against, and maybe 20% of getting a goal, and then 30% the ball just going off to the side and you getting it again or something like that. So that is not a favorable. Those are not favorable odds you want to take. Here you pick up no boost pads and rotate really late. So if you're not picking up this boost pad, oh, that's the wrong one. I apologize. If you're not picking up this boost pad, then why make the wide rotation like this? Why not just turn here? Be in the play quicker. Maybe get this boost pad even. Um, so that guy spots that. You're all of a sudden a threat to a pass. So he's gonna have to take that in mind, giving Will some more time. Or no, not time necessarily, but giving Will some more opportunities to go for a pass, or just go for a solo play, because they are threatened by the pass. They might open up a solo play. There, yeah, if you moved up, Will would have rotated. So let's say you would have rotated the way I said you would. Um, this would have been a pass for you, and Will would have rotated back, and you know, if that was a bad 50-50, he would have had that. Go into the open space here. So this is the thing I see in 2v2 a lot of the time, where they play way too safe, as in, you know, he's just sticking back and not being involved in the play. And yeah, sure, you know, it's you defend the goal for any potential 50-50. But if you're not scoring goals, you're never going to win, right? So just make sure you get yourself involved in the play. And yes, he's champ 3. He's a lot higher ranked than you. But call him off sometimes. When you think you should go for a ball, call him off. And if that's then horribly wrong, you know, he can give feedback on that. Or you know, if he is real closer, he can just take it. Um, but don't think he's some sort of god. Just call him off sometimes. Be like, yo, I got, or I'm center. You know, shit like that. Force him to pass. Um, yeah, basically communication. Don't think you're useless just because you're lower ranked. Exactly like that, right? So you were up in the air. You miss it completely, but that's fine because Will, I don't know if you call them off right here. This is a perfect example. You were up in the air. Will should just um grab this boost, go back, right? While you go up for the aerial. Instead, yeah, you did call him off. He jumped and then was like, oh shit, I can't. And then you completely miss it. Um, but Will should have been back for this. This is, you know, also kind of your fault for missing the ball completely, but um, Will had a bad rotation here as well, and then that's a goal. Because exactly what I was talking about as well in twos, that you don't want to go for a 50-50 even. If your teammate's not backing, your teammate should have been back. So here, um, neither of you is going, right? And I think what's going on in your mind is, oh, my champ 3 teammate is behind me. I'm just gonna let him go. Nah, fuck him. Go right. You challenge this. He will be behind. It's better for you to challenge and mess it up than for him to challenge and get an awkward bad challenge in, because I'd favor his odds in a 1v1 on goal a lot higher than yours. So basically, you wanna see yourself as a kid and him as a dad, right? You know, and he prevents you from getting hurt while you do stupid shit all the fucking time, right? Um, you know, and that doesn't mean that you should be ball chasing the whole time, but that means that you can rotate, you can turn for this ball and have him resolve the issue if it somehow goes wrong. And instead you rotate directly behind him. And in a previous video, I've said this as well. Every player has his like, or every teammate has his personal aura that you don't really want to get in, because like anywhere, anything that comes in there, just he will have that. That's fine. Good speed. Again, higher rank twos. Oh wait, let's get back a little bit. Higher rank two since Jester. Look at this, right? Jester turns towards the ball. You can take this up the wall and do a play while Josh, you know, should move up mid there. So in higher rank twos, this would just be a dead giveaway. Outlaw would either drive up the wall, take control of it, or you know, he would jump up the wall. Either way, you know, it'd be a giveaway of the ball. So you have some good speed. Wills kind of has a bad recovery, and this aerial is fine, you know. This is one you should just hit, and it's not a 50-50, so it can really go either way, unless you absolutely smash it into the backboard, but even then Will should be able to get back. Good demo. And once again, you get called off. Nah, fuck him. Fuck Wales, you know? Call him a cook or something when he wants to go for the ball. Um, Tell him to go left and you can pass it to him, you know? You're not going to learn by giving everything to your Champ 3 teammate. That's what we call boosting, instead of, you know, just having fun with your mates and wanting to play together, right? So, since you are pretty much at this ball already, you know, you're not going to, if you're at the grocery store, right? And your mum still needs to do groceries as well, you're not going to make her go, you know, just because she's better at doing it. You just fucking fix up and do that shit, right? So you take control of the ball, you fucking ball both of them, probably not, but you know, you do something with it while he just watches for once. He's the cook. I guess it's a goal, but um, you know, that's the thing. A goal for your team doesn't mean always it doesn't always mean it's the correct line of play, right? And you don't know how it would have went if you took control of the ball, or like passed it to him, or hit it up high even for your teammate. If you here, if you drive a little bit to the right, you can just hit that into the corner, grab the boost and the ball. Now you give the ball away for the boost. Um, you're gonna rotate probably on the backboard. Actually, probably not. You're gonna rotate into the 16, and Will's gonna have to challenge this head on. And you even miss the boost here. So yeah, the play you made was hit the ball off to the side and go for the boost. You hit the ball off to the side, basically, you know, it being Christmas for them, like fuck it, here, have a present already, and um, that present is then then they fucking get another one by you just missing the boost. I don't know why Jester is all the way back, but there should have been a goal, to be honest. Jester should have been in the vicinity to hit this ball into the goal, especially because Outlaw was going for demos, and then he misses the demo on you. Jester should clean beat you to this, but he turns slow, so that's good recognition that you can go for that. Yeah, so once again, you have the right intention by turning for this ball. You know, I do not really mind it, but it's so late, you know? You kind of rotate behind Jester and only then you go for it, right? So let's say you see the ball getting hit here, there, and your teammate just turned around to the right. Already this is a position you can turn to the left because Outlaw will have to rotate to goal. You can smack that against the sidewall again, and Wills can come in for an aerial or however the ball's gonna go, you know? So you have the right intention by wanting to go for that ball, but it's just a little bit late. And that's good. Hit it into the open space. A bit of a big chase by you, Will. Like, yes, it worked out, but if Outlaw would have turned for this like he should have, right here, you should have turned. Outlaw should have turned for it. You should have. Uh, I think you should have then challenged Outlaw to that ball. So I think this is a position where either you or Josh needs to ball chase. But since Outlaw doesn't go for it, it's fine and it works out. But otherwise, you know, you wouldn't get a clean beat. Josh would have been in an awkward position, and that would be a shot and maybe a goal. That is um like rude play almost. You just have no faith in him hitting this. Look at that. You just expect it to hit on the ground. Um, So even in this rank, you know, be a little bit more careful. Turn your car the other way around, because if this does bounce, that guy's completely out of the play as well. Because especially look at the way his car is positioned, right? So look at this, and now he flicks. He's probably not gonna get a. I mean, he could get a good recovery, but he's gonna be oh god, at least somewhere there. And if you just turn your car around, um, it's gonna bounce like here if he somehow misses. Um, and then Josh could take care of it as well. And then if he gets it, you can take control of that in the corner and take care of it. Deal with it, pass it, I don't know, do whatever, make a play with it. Instead, he gets it over you and disgusting. Right, so this is probably nerves or something, you know. Try and just make the play, not think too much about it, how you want to hit it. Just be like, okay, I'm hitting this, and go as you know considerably fast as you can. Don't overdo it. But here, you double jump over the ball, and it's such an easy ball. There's no pressure on you. Like if you bang that onto the side wall, Will turn immediately left and take control of that on the side wall. Instead, I don't know. You get back really well, but I don't know how that's not a goal. You know that should be a goal any day of the week. Good beat by Will there, and then you move up. Um, you kind of go in a position. I'd like to see you drive straight down the middle. And this should be a goal any day of the week. So try and practice some shot training. Because open nets are, you know, they might seem easy to score, but they're mentally the hardest to score, right? So just get that practice in and be confident in yourself that you can score an open net. This is too greedy from Will. I don't mind you turning for it, Josh, but um, so what happens here is, at least from my personal experience, Will thinks I can take control of this a lot better, even though he's in a better position, you know, because I am champ 3 and you know I'm a lot better at the game. Um, but the thing is, you can't keep calling Josh off, so sometimes you're gonna have to call him in and have him challenge something, and it might go bad, yes, but the way you challenge this is just ball chasey and puts Josh in an awkward position anyway. And then he misses that for being in that awkward position. He probably should have scored still, but yeah, let Josh go sometimes as well. Wouldn't have minded to see the hit here, and then you don't flip there and just take control of it, take it to the corner, get 100 boost, and they don't have a shot on target. Because now you have to get kind of lucky that they hit that on the bar, because you know it was a good challenge from Josh because you just didn't go. You know, you have to be challenging that earlier, man. You can't just even though this is like I don't know. I guess because he's plat and you're champ 3. I don't know whether champ 3 and 2's here as well. But let's just assume this is going to be like diamond 2 level or something like that. Where people can, you know, they're trash sometimes, but also they can be absolutely cracked. You know, they can pull some flick out of their arse and you know it'd be fucking squishy. You know, so um, challenge that earlier. Or just take control of that earlier. Um, yeah, yeah. No, this is just a field flick. That's unfortunate. I don't really know what else to say about it. There, once again, you outposition yourself so much there, Will. Maybe because you're on tilt, because your teammate just missed that, and you're like, oh my fucking god, now I have to go for it. But you don't. You should just turn here, especially because Josh is still at the space. Josh in space. No, especially because Josh is still there, so you never want to be in that same personal aura. So here, this is a good turn. but don't flick there. Just keep on going with the curve and take all that boost, because now you position yourself outside of the ball and the goal, and you have to flip back in again, even though you could have had this ball. Yeah, it's a good challenge, but that's because it's Diamond 3 and, anywhere near the ceiling is like a no-no zone. And, oh my god, you guys get so lucky here, but let's have a look at this again, because this goes horribly wrong. So this is kind of a bad clear. And then Josh with way too much momentum, jumps for it still. So one big tip for aerialing I can already give Josh, um, press the brakes before you aerial sometimes, especially in these situations. You can get such crazy aerials if you just press the brakes and then go up. You don't really need that momentum going forward because the ball is right on top of you, so you don't want that momentum forward because you're gonna miss it. And he misses, and I do not know how this is a goal. This is an absolute disgrace to the Rocket League community, and just a spit in anyone's face, really, who's ever lost a game. Um, Once again, Will, you, I talked about Josh needing to have complete faith in you, but Will also, you need to have faith in Josh, right? So don't rotate exactly behind him here, because if he's gonna hit this properly, that's gonna come mid. So you can't just stay mid. If he misses that challenge, you will notice that because he's not gonna be able from the corner he's going to, right? Um, he has to take that curve first, and before he takes it up that curve, you can already see whether he's beaten Josh or not, or when he takes it up the curve. Either one. Um, you can be in mid and rotate back towards the goal. If Josh beats him to that, you can go for that. And Josh, you get way too fucking greedy for boost there. You should just drive up the wall, predict where this ball is going. It's right here. That's a good recovery, actually. Right here, drive in a straight line, especially because he just hit it. Um, Drive straight up the wall like that, and you can challenge that before him, and especially because he went for the boost. Probably will still try and challenge the ball, and let's say we'll play this correctly and stayed in mid. That guy is out of the play. That guy is in an awkward position because he just has rotated back in, so he's probably still going to be backwards if this goes, quickly. Um, so you can hit this. So this either goes high up in, above this point, right? Or you just hit it back and it drops down in front of the goal. And either way will can put it from here. It's going to be a bit awkward, but you can jump for that, get a touch on that, and Josh can rotate in behind it again and go for a shot. So have some more faith in your teammate, even though he is just a high plat. Will just have some more faith. Because now you're in a bad position as well. Anyway, I mean, like, yeah, you take control of it nicely, but again, higher ranks would absolutely, if they were higher ranked, that would absolutely ruin you sometimes. Not saying you would have played the same way, but yeah, just keep that in mind, so you don't start learning bad habits. Nice aerial, would like to see that on target, but you know, yeah, like what can you say about that? What can you do? Um, that's unfortunate. Can't be perfect either. Big miss, very big miss, Will. Especially because Josh just had a miss as well. Or no, you just gave the ball away. So that you turn for this is fine, but you have to hit this ball in every single situation, especially because Josh will be in the goal for about 30 minutes having a barbecue, having a chat with his friends and shit like that, and then finally going back towards the goal, right? Um, yeah, you just have to hit this. This probably, yeah, and this leads to a goal as well. Here, Josh, what I talked about earlier, give your teammates time to get back. So just rotate over the straight line mid, and at that last one, so here, rotate like that into the far post and be a nuisance in goal. So you give your teammate potentially time to give back, because this is just a challenge that anybody with like yeah, like he takes good control of it, but this is just a stupid challenge, and then you just own goal it again. So both those situations you should have first you should have driven back, and then the second you should have just cleared that off to the side, not try and control it. Control is like the least important thing if either the choice is control or a goal in your net. Because if you just hit it, doesn't matter which way, right? That is another situation you're all of a sudden looking at, and you can take maybe control of that situation. So when it's a chance on your goal, just hit the ball and do not try and control it. And again, look at this, Will. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Just went kickoff. Yes, he's going to be low. But he should be chasing this. Well, you should go mid, and you just cut in front of him completely. I mean, yes, Josh is going off to the side as well, but I assume that he also kind of assumes that you would be going for this. But Josh should just pressure this, especially because you have the boost. They hit this, and yes, you're still able to make it play, but in general, right, they should take that more under control or get him bigger hit on that. And then all of a sudden the guy without boost is back in defense, right? So you just want to be behind Josh there, Will. That's that. Nice that you didn't go in for that. Once again, so greedy for the big boost. You could have challenged this at the bounds. You could have taken control of this. So you see right here, you could have turned and hit that over him back into their corner. Instead, you are forcing yourself to have to go for a save. And he just completely misses that. Nice aerial. Good follow up by Josh as well. That's close, yeah. Let's see from here. It's a very nice follow up from Josh. Yeah, very good control there. It's just take your time, recognize they are not going to go for this. Just go for a cheeky little dribble. Flick it past one, the other guy misses it, and you do not read the miss, which is fair enough. That is like one of the hardest things to do, read the misses, but of balls that they would be hidden otherwise. So like, let's say, I'll put this in perspective for you, Josh, real quick. When Will plays in the Champ 3, right? I assuming he's actually Champ 3, which looks like it, um, or it like, is believable. Um, People will be hitting that ball any day of the week, and there's so many balls that he would get absolutely wrecked on if he would go for that in Champ 3. So he has to adapt so much to to like read the misses and readapt to this style of play. And you were born in this, you were forged by this, so you can probably read the misses better than Will can. Um, Will will be able to outspeed them, yes, but you will be able to read the misses better and have that plat mind or a diamond 2 mind, I don't know, whichever. But the most important thing for you both to get out of this is just have more faith in your teammate. Will, in a way that give Josh some control as well. Give Josh some control as well. don't cut in front of him to just take the solo play. That's just egotistical. I don't know whether that's a word, but you don't want to go for a solo play every time or just take the ball from Josh because one, he will not learn. Two, he will be pissed that you take the ball from him every time and he's not in attack. So basically, what you said in the post that he wasn't really there on offense. That's also partly because you just take the ball from him every time. I don't know whether Josh is like open to feedback. I assume he is, considering I'm doing a replay analysis for him. But just guide him sometimes. Tell him where to go. Teach him. You know. Um, get that communication on par. Tell him what to do and uh when to challenge and stuff like that. That's what I do with my mate as well. Just tell him when to challenge. Because then you are in control, Will, and that's the most important thing with playing with lower ranks. They're not going to exactly know when to challenge, so what you want to do is tell them when, if they don't do it correctly, and if they just at some point do it correctly, um, then it's still fine to tell them when to challenge, or like tell them challenge, 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 because that's when you know that a challenge is going to be coming, so you are one step ahead of your opponent. Um, so I put it in perspective for Josh, and now for Will, that's pretty much what I just said as well. Give Josh some control. Like, don't leave him out of the play, and that is the main things. You had some bad rotations as well. You want to be in a position that you are the anchor, Will. You don't want to, even though this is lower ranked and you're tended to go for more nutty plays. Keep control of the game. You are basically the grandmaster in this game, and they're just little minions, you know. So take control of all the minions and play the game to in a way that favors you. And that is mainly that is the biggest advice I can give both of you. And I hope that helps. So it's been a long one. I doubt you sat through all of it, but I appreciate it if you did. And if there's anything more that you need help with, let me know.